Bittorrent cost began in 2024 at $0.118. Today, Bittorrent exchanged at $0.73, so the cost diminished by 38% from the start of the year. The Guaj Bittorrent cost toward the finish of 2024 is $0.013 and the year-to-year change 4%. The ascent from today to year-end, plus 55 GB. In the main portion of 2025, the Bittorrent cost will move to $0.122. In the last part, the cost would add $0.1 and close the year at $0.123, which is plus 68% to the ongoing cost. Jibba Value Freedom 2024 to 2025. Jibba cost began in 2024 at $0.118. Today, Bittorrent exchanged at $0.085, so the cost diminished by 28% from the Jibba of the year. The anticipated Jibba cost toward the finish of 2024 is $0.087 and the year-to-year change 26%. The ascent from today to year-end, Jibba 2%. In the principal half of 2025, the Bittorrent cost will move to $0.93. In the last part, the cost would add $0.028 and close the year at $0.121, which is plus 42% to the ongoing cost. Jibba expectation 2026 to 2030. These 5 years would bring an increment. Bittorrent cost would move from $0.121 to $0.148, which is up 22%. Bittorrent will begin 2026 at $0.121, then take off to $0.148 inside the initial half year of the year and finish 2026 at $0.175. That implies Jibba 105% from today. Bittorrent forecast 2031 to 20 Jibba 5. In this period, the Bittorrent cost would ascend from $0.148 to $0.2, which is plus 35%. Bittorrent will begin 2031 at $0.148, then take off to $0.158 inside the Jabba portion of the year, and finish 2031 at $0.158. It is about plus 85 Jibba from today. Jibba first 2024. Jibba value expectation 2024 to 2025. Bittorrent cost began in 2024 at $0.118 Jibba. Today, Bittorrent exchanged at $0.88, so the cost diminished by 25% from the very start of the year. The estimated Bittorrent cost toward the finish of 2024 is $0.95 and the year-to-year change 19%. The ascent from today to year-end, plus 8 Jibba. In the principal half of 2025, the Bittorrent cost will move to $0.101. In the final part, the cost would add $0.3 and close the year at $0.131, which is plus 49% to the ongoing cost. Bittorrent expectation 2026 to 20 Jibba. These 5 years would bring an increment. Bittorrent cost would move from $0.131 to $0.159, which is up 21%. Bittorrent will begin 2026 at $0.131, then take off to $0.16 inside the initial half year of the year and finish 2026 at $0.189. That implies plus 115 Jibba from today. Bittorrent forecast 20 Jibba 1 to 2035. In this period, the Bittorrent cost would jabber from $0.159 to $0.215, which is plus 35%. Bittorrent will begin 2031 at $0.159. Then, at that point, take off to $0.169 inside the primary portion of the year, and finish 2031 at $0.169. It is about plus 93 Jibba from today. Jibba 15 2024. Jibba value expectation 2024 to 2025. Jibba cost began in 2024 at $0.118. Today, Bittorrent exchanged at $0.99 Jabba, so the cost diminished by 16% from the outset of the year. The determined Jibba cost toward the finish of 2024 is $0.115 and the year-to-year change 2%. The ascent from today to year-end, plus 16 gibber. In 2024, we hope to see 0.114 dollars per 1 Bittorrent. In the principal half of 2025, the Bittorrent cost will move to 0.123 dollars. In the last part, the cost would add 0.028 dollars and close the year at 0.015 dollars, which is plus jabber 3% to the ongoing cost. Bittorrent gibber 2026 to 2030. These 5 years would bring an increment. Bittorrent cost would move from 0.015 dollars to 0.018 gibber, which is up 19%. Bittorrent will begin 2026 at 0.015 gibber. Then, at that point, take off to 0.017 dollars inside the initial half year of the year and finish 2026 at 0.017 dollars. That gibber plus 48% from today. Bittorrent forecast 20 gibber 1 to 2035. In this period, the Bittorrent cost would jabber from 0.018 dollars to 0.026 dollars, which is plus 44%. Bittorrent will begin 2031 at 0.018 dollars. Then, at that point, take off to 0.01891 dollars inside the principal half of the year, and finish 2031 at 0.018 gibber 2 dollars. It is about gibber 104% from today. Gibber first 2024. Gibber value disappointment 2024 to 2025. Bittorrent cost began in 2024 at 0.018 gibbers of 118 dollars. Today, jabber exchanged at 0.018 dollars, so the cost diminished by 2% from the start of the year. The Guaj Bittorrent cost toward the finish of 2024 is 0.018 gibbers of 12 dollars, and the year-to-year change plus 2%. The ascent from today to year-end, gibber 4%. In 2024, we hope to see 0.018 jabber 119 dollars per 1 Bittorrent. In the primary portion of 2025, the Bittorrent cost will move to 0.018 dollars. In the last part, the cost would add 0.018 gibbers 29 dollars and close the year at 0.018 dollars, which is plus 36% to the ongoing cost. Bittorrent gibber 2026 to 2030. These 5 years would bring an increment. Bittorrent cost would move from 0.018 dollars to 0.018 dollars, which is up 20%. Bittorrent will begin 2026 at 0.018 dollars. Then, at that point, take off to 0.018 jabber 178 dollars inside the initial half year of the year and finish 2026 at 0.018 dollars. That gibber plus 31% from today. Gibber forecast 2031 to 2035.